what we want to look at is, did we make those hairs thicker? Did we preserve those hairs?
And then we'll just take a look at the overall health of the hair.
A little over a year ago, I changed the biggest insecurity that I had. I got hair restoration surgery. A lot of people have been asking since then, what happened? Did it work? Is my hair fixed? And really, most importantly, how do I feel about all of this? Am I happy that I did it? I'm headed back to the Barber Surgeons Guild where I got my procedure. We're gonna go under the microscope and see what's going on with my hair follicles now.
And so today, we're gonna show you your original photo before we did anything when you came in, and then to where you are now. And I guarantee the difference will be very dramatic.
I was gonna do one of those really cool time lapses where I take a photo every day, and I did it 3 times. I took 3 photos. That's it. Whoops.
Let's take a look at the hair follicles. Look at these new guys.
I don't think there's anything wrong with losing your hair or being bald. I think there are a lot of guys that look great with it. First of all, every action star in the world, Dwayne Johnson, Vin Diesel, Bruce Willis, Jason Statham, Walter White, I mean basically the entire cast of Breaking Bad. Pitbull, Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson. You can look great bald, and if you're losing your hair and it doesn't bother you, like, go for it. But unfortunately for me, I didn't feel good about it. For a long time, my hair has been just a pure source of insecurity. Like, I was just embarrassed. I would watch videos and it just would kill me. I started wearing hats a lot, like a lot. So much of my time and my energy was just spent trying to hide it. I wasn't ashamed because of what other people felt. I just didn't look the way that I thought I should, the way that I wanted to. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to lose my hair. We are now, I want to say 14 months from the procedure.
Sounds like a baby.
I know.
We're having a baby. How's your child? 48 months. When Zach first came to me, where's Zach? When Zach came to me, he had no style. No style, the journey was rough.
I cornered David at a party and I was like, you need to help me, man. I feel like we're an old Jewish couple right now. It was like the end of When Harry Met Sally and we're talking about how we met.
So when I first saw Zach, right here was the area of concern. And this too was like really back also, so it didn't really help the frontal lobe. And then also the famous yarmulke area. This was very, very thin. Right?
I'm low-key convinced that's why yarmulkes were invented. So that old Jewish men could be like, no, I'm good, I got my hair. You can't see anything.
Welcome to
Barber Surgeons Guild.
We don't have barbers doing surgery, we don't have surgeons doing barbering, but we have both, and we brought that back together.
What are we doing today?
You know, obviously we want to take a look, we want to get in there and see how things are looking.
So while we're here, I'm also going to be doing a second round of scalp camo. This is where I got my restoration. Come on in. Hello, Chappie, good to see you again. It's been a while. Is it doing it?
Yes.
You changed the name.
Yeah, Super Chappy.
It's Super Chappy now. When I first came in, what did you see with my hair? What was my diagnosis, so to speak?
So you had 2 things going on. You had hair loss, more severe in the front than the back, and you had active hair thinning. The hair follicles themselves become thinner and thinner and thinner, and they become really fine in a process known as miniaturization. And those hairs become so miniaturized, then eventually they stop becoming hairs and don't grow anymore. And that's sort of the point of no return.
Like the hairs are Benjamin buttoning. They become babies.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the baby becomes just nothing. So what are we doing today?
Just gonna do some blending. We're gonna extend the camo from the crown to the mid scalp where the transplant ended.
Let's go for it. When I came in, what were the things that we did?
It's kind of now becoming known as the Zach package.
Wow.
It's small but powerful.
Yeah. Packs a mighty punch.
First, we did the camouflage, you know, using this pigment to sort of mask that contrast between the lighter skin and darker hair. The reason we did that there was it really wasn't thin enough to warrant doing restoration there yet.
A lot of my hair was salvageable, and so getting on medicine has helped boost it and thicken my follicles again. So this ink dissolves naturally within 5 years, and the idea is that as my hairs get stronger, the ink fades away, but the hair then looks the same. Number one thing that guys ask me about, when I tell them that I did this and that I'm on finasteride now, they hear that I'm taking a pill for my hair, and they go, doesn't that f up? Literally every single guy has asked me, does your dick still work?
Hi, I'm Zach's penis.
And we are back together again.
The studies say up to 1 to 2%. In my personal opinion, I think that's a gross overestimation. I say that because we prescribe this to many people. There is a small risk that you can have side effects, okay? Very small. You have side effects, we get off of it. I do not want people to be on a medicine that causes side effects.
Right.
But the side effect of not taking it is losing your hair. So, you know.
Which that loss of confidence, that's the real boner killer.
Right, exactly.
Totally.
Full circle, right?
You could technically give me a tattoo anywhere.
I could, but if I put a dot on your forehead, it would fade away in about 3 to 5 years.
If I could get like a 5-year arm sleeve, oh yeah.
You know, when the hairs are gone, they're gone. You can't bring them back unless you put hairs back in there. So that's how we had to restore the front.
I was terrified of that surgery for a lot of reasons. One, I didn't want a big scar on the back of my head. Two, it just seemed painful. It seemed like the recovery would suck. The procedure we did left me with no scar whatsoever. It was a totally easy, pain-free procedure. But the days after the surgery, I was swollen. I was on these like really powerful steroid drugs. I don't know what I was taking. And I got really melancholy. I'm having this moment where like, I don't know what's happening. I'm all alone tonight, Maggie's at work. I'm having this moment where I'm regretting going through with this. I didn't want to see anybody because I looked crazy and I felt like an idiot. I don't want to be seen by people like this. And I don't want to have to explain myself all day. I guess I'm not having doubts. I don't know. The answer is I'm having doubts, but I don't know why. We on this channel, I preach this body positivity and loving yourself and don't worry what anyone else thinks. And here, I got this procedure to change how I look because I couldn't accept a part of myself. And I just got so sad. As soon as the medicine wore off, I felt great. I was in videos at that time, especially if you look back at the early podcasts we did. My hair is so bare and receding and it's short, so I can't hide it, but there was a real power in that. Like, it wasn't controlling me anymore. I was like, yeah, this is what my hair looks like, and guess what? It's gonna only get better from here. A lot of people have, you know, reached out and they're like, would you recommend that I do this? And it's kind of to each their own.
Honestly, this is not for everybody. If people are happy with the way they look, there's no reason they have to do this. If they want to do something for themselves because it makes them feel better about themselves, these are the things that are available to them.
So wait, now we're gonna go under the microscope and we are going to see what the follicles look like a year later. And this is both from the restoration and from taking finasteride.
Let's take a look at the hair follicles. Look at these new guys. First of all, look at this. Very different picture than before.
That's the same area?
That's the same area right
Holy shirt.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, a lot more hair there now. And thicker hairs.
Yeah.
Very little miniaturization present.
This is why not to recommend restoration in that area at that time, because finasteride did its job.
I can't see any sort of thinning back here.
Yeah.
Honestly, between the camo and the finasteride back here, looks perfect.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
So because Zach, you have a lot of hair, we're gonna take the opportunity to give you 3 different looks, but it is still thin. So just because you got surgery doesn't mean that it's still not thin.
Yeah, I'm still a Jewish man. I still have thin hair.
Ooh. So what we're gonna do is just cut your hair.
Zach's old hair can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because he's dead. Actually, it's alive now.
It's actually still alive.
Now it's more alive. If I'm just staring down, in my mind, when I look back up, I'm gonna be bald.
Like, I think this is the shortest I've ever taken your hair.
There are very few things I love as much as
a neck trim.
Yeah, it feels so good.
Ooh.
The thing I encourage to anyone is that the moment that you have that thought in the back of your mind, you're like, I'm too young to be losing my hair, but I think it's just go in for your consultation immediately. Because if I had done this 5 years earlier, I maybe would not have needed a restoration procedure right now. Ooh, I look like I'm ready to join an a cappella group.
I was gonna say, it's a very 50s vibe.
Yes.
Ooh, wow. This is not something that I could have pictured or imagined a couple months ago. I look like I'm ready for a house party. Hey bro, do you wanna crush some White Claw?
This is the crown before we did the camo and the finasteride, of course.
This was the top of my head.
This was the before.
No way, whoa.
Yeah, that was the front.
I don't remember my hair ever looking
Yeah, no one does.
Nick is shaking his head. He has...
You see yourself every day through the process. You don't remember what it looked like originally.
That is like, I love it.
Yeah, that's the shot right there. So this was the old hairline, this line right here.
This is wild.
You know, there's still some space between the hairs and the very front hairline, which is natural. But man, look at this density through these hairs. It just looks so good.
Oh, this is so exciting. You guys have no idea how long I wanted to do the Founding Fathers hairdo. I finally can pull it off. This is
You definitely can. It looks great.
Now we're going for what would be my everyday look. Whoa! Wow! Look at him. This is good. This looks good, David.
So good. So good.
I can go short on the side, leave it really long on the top. Maybe I'll do a top knot. Maybe I'll do a bob. Go shoulder length. Maybe I'll get a perm like you. Can I pull that hair off?
You might be able to.
Wow. That is crazy. Like, I knew that this was awesome, but wow. This is cool. I can say, truthfully, fully, doing this did change my life for the better, and I am incredibly grateful to have linked up with you guys, and thank you. This is really exciting for me because for the first time in a long time, I have choices in how to style and cut my hair. Before, everything I was doing with my hair was just a reaction to try and hide or make the best with what I got. Now the power is in my hands. The power is in my hair. There's only one thing left to do, and that's to go full circle and confront my biggest fear. I'm just kidding, I'm not doing that.
I was gonna scream.
Holy crap, he's there, guys. Look at
that.
Wow, that's my belly. You should have taken that donor, my God.
Yeah.
You have a hairy forehead.
Little hairs on my forehead. How about that? Who
boy.
knew?
Do you mind if I take this into the back room real quick?
Just clean it when you're done.
Yeah, okay, so I'll be right back.